What's up, dudes? It's Chad here. I'm at Chalk Springs. It's the end of July, so we're in the summer. I'm here with my 9-foot 5-weight Sage. I've got a Rio Grande line on to load my stalking bugs. Well, let's see what's about. With the breeze, it's going to make it a little bit difficult to see them, but that's okay. Oh, thought I'd grab one. Yeah, and the daddy damsel. Yeah, perfect timing. Nice. It's not bad. Fish. In he comes. There you go. Piece of cake. Nice. One of Mark Williams' new flash bedded damsels. About 2.5 pound. Nice fish. Let's have a wander around, guys. Deep part of the lake, seeing what's here. Hello, you. It's a little bit weedy, obviously due to the time of year. It's really deep here. So last time I was at Trout Springs, guys, I was slipping around on ice. Take a walk along.
Me wind and rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
Right, so we got a black fluffy dial back on now, guys. Had a few follows on that, so let's see what happens. It's quite windy. Let's have a look. There you go, guys. Small fluffy dialback crept back. Whee! Thank you. Dinky little dial. Get in there. Go. Pop the net in, please. Grim. Cool. Sometimes you have one that goes, oh, I'll have that. Yeah, there are the bigger ones you can kind of see because they stick out a little bit more. About 3 million miles away. Even not an exaggeration, but let's give it a go. Oh, daddy long legs time. Plonk. Raindrops are falling on the Chad. Starting to rain, guys. Wind's got up a little bit. Seen one bigger fish come out. It is definitely summer, but it's good to be out. And I put on a little stalking bug. Let's see what I can do. Right, so I've got a tiny Benolio's fowls on here. Just cast into cruising fish. Seeing if any of them snap it, which they did there. So size 16, guys, tiny little Benolio's fowls. So it's been raining quite heavily, bearing in mind it's end of July. It's been quite surprising just how the weather's been today. It's been windy, quite cold for this time of year actually. I've had to have a fleece on part of the day, and also quite rainy. Got my net. Oh, hello. Yeah. I spent the best part of an hour on one of the other lakes, saying there's a sort of 4 or 5 fish in the 6 pound plus area, all sort of cruising, but I wasn't able to get at any takers, unfortunately. So I spent a good couple of hours kind of trying my luck there, but I think, as every fisherman would tell you, sometimes you've got to know when to cut your losses and say, I'm going to try somewhere or something else. And that's what's happened. Come out here with my little stalking bug. In you can, matey. There you go, it's a pretty looking fish. Awesome-tacular. There you have it, guys. Size 16 when all else fails. So I just caught that fish on. Awesome. If you're out there. You thought about that then, I think. Introduced to Chalk Springs, guys, on South Lake. Looks like we've had a bit of a catastrophe here with one of the branches, and the trees has obviously snapped there and fallen in the water. I used to like going underneath there in the heat of the summer. Gives you some good shade, and also a lot of trout used to gather under there, so I'm sure that'll be sorted soon. You can see literally the branch there is completely snapped like a toothpick, so there's no doubt some of the very, very windy days we've been having this summer. But yeah, let's go and have a look at that. Alright, so back up on East Lake, where I've seen most of the big fish today. There's plenty about. It's just summer conditions make it very tough fishing. I think these fish on East Lake have had so many lines over them today. get to a point when they're just not going to take anything. I think that does happen in these small still waters sometimes. Fish just get a bit weary of the continual casts. Unless you're incredibly lucky, which does sometimes happen too. So, slightly bigger fish there maybe. See if he takes it. Negative. Get bent Chad, I think was Trout was saying there. Okay dudes, it's the end of July. It's probably the toughest time of the year, sort of end of July and August to fly fish. But it's very unsummer-like conditions today. It's actually been quite cold for this time of year, believe it or not. I actually had to wear a fleece in the morning, which is weird for July to say the least. Been very windy, very wet, and slightly challenging, as you'd expect for this time of year. All of my fish have been pretty much on little tiny bugs. I've swapped over to this yellowhead hares here now. I've spent quite a few hours chasing the big fish that I've seen today. There's a wonderful brown here that I've been chasing for a couple of hours but haven't got him, and also over there on East Lake there's sort of 4 or 5 fish over 8 pounds, but unable to tempt today. I've tried all sorts. It's just one of those things. It's just been a little bit difficult for the big ones, but that's why it's called fishing and not catching. So firstly, I think what I'm going to do is drink my coffee. I can see that lovely brown, about 6 pounds swimming there, round and round in circles. Browns are different to rainbows, man. They literally, you pick the fly in front of them, they just go and they have a quick look, a glance, and they just swim by. They don't swim off fast like a rainbow. They just give you the middle finger and say, I'm not taking your flies. So that's the joy of brown trout. That's why they're so special when you do catch one. But yeah, very, very summer-like conditions here in Chalk Springs in Arundel today. It's a pleasure to get out on the bank. You know, I think you have to be realistic about what your sport is going to be this time of year. You know, you're not going to be bagging up in an hour. It's definitely more challenging, and it will continue to be so probably to the end of September. But I think it's all about tempering expectations for summer fly fishing. It's not winter, it's not spring. You know, you have to work for your fish and be a little bit more realistic and downsize the size of your flies. But I've had a great day so far. I'm going to go there with that hare's ear when I finish this coffee, and I'm going to just pull out whatever fish will take my flies. So alright guys, I'll see you on the other side. I think you can see him there, guys. That's been my quarry for the last couple of hours. Mr. Big Brown Trout there. Lovely looking fish, about 6 to 8 pound, beautiful markings, great condition, and basically does not want any fly that I put in front of him. But I've really tried my best to get this fish, and he lives to fight another day for another lucky angler to catch. But I did my best, guys, and come up short today. Well, lucky I've got my new waterproof coat, guys, because I've definitely needed it today. I'm just going to fire out a long line. And I can't really target fish when it's raining this hard. So let's just fire out a long line and see what happens. See some nice fish out that way actually. So I'm gonna, these are alright, an intermediate line and copper long cast stalker. So really weird setup for the fish here, but it doesn't really matter. Oh. Just get this on the reel. Nice. Some nice fish here in this pond, but I did manage to get one to take a snake, but I pulled out of his mouth. But What a strange setup for the end of July. Right. Wonderful. Ugh. There you have it, guys. That's 4 fish in July, so really not bad going. Quite happy with that. Wasn't able to tempt one of the big ones, but c'est la vie. I got my 4 fish, and at this time of year, that's nothing to be sniffed at. The last fish was on this long cast copper stalker for Martin Williams, so very unlike the first 3 fish, which were on smaller flies. This was an intermediate behind me, and happy to fill my ticket. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll catch you soon.